Welcome to CCS TV News, where we bring you highlights and happenings from Coweta County Schools. For the week of September 16th, I'm Dakima Leapart from East Coweta High School.
And I'm Josh Johnson of Northgate High School. We'll take a look at events coming up in the Coweta County school system. But first,
at the September meeting, the Coweta County Board of Education heard that new school calendars will be presented for their approval later in the year, after parents and the community are surveyed on calendar options in September and October.
Board members, we have two options for each calendar there. What we would like to do, of course, we wanted you to see them first, have a chance to review them. We would like to be able to get those out hopefully by the end of this week or early next week for public comment. One comment that I will make to you is when you're on a block schedule at the high school level and you're trying to finish first semester before Christmas break and you're trying to finish second semester before Memorial Day and have as close to 90 days as you can each semester, there really aren't a ton of options out there. So we've crafted the best options that we can come up with. Would like to get those out for public input here within the next few days. We'll, of course, get that input to you for you to be able to consider those with the goal of, before the end of the calendar year, having those calendars to you for approval.
A survey on proposed 2025-26 and 2026-27 school calendars can be found on the school website at www.cowetaschools.net.
in other business, the school board heard a report on this year's milestone test scores. The Georgia Milestones Assessment are a state's comprehensive testing program for students, covering a number of subject exams in grades 3 through 12.
So at the elementary level in 2023, we started with 70.97%, and there was an increase in 24 to 71.75%. As you can see, our students did perform above RESA and in the state. At the middle school level, the weighted proficiency, 65.27% in 2023 and 66.55% for 2024. For high school, we had a weighted proficiency of 67.22% and an increase to 68.8% for American literature.
Good evening, everybody. In science in Georgia, we test students in 5th grade, 8th grade, and in high school biology. As Dr. Andrew referenced, we test a lot of students when it comes to science, and we do very well in science. You can see that we lead the RESA in elementary. 11 of our 19 elementary schools improved their milestone scores last year. Which is no mean feat given the diversity of the groups that we work with. For 8th grade science, we did see some decreases, but the decreases typically were minor. And we are actively targeting those groups to try and help them improve their scores. High school level, our biology scores are right there in the middle of things. We're above the state and RESA average. And we are near the top as far as all the other districts around us.
When you look at those 8th grade social studies scores across the RESA, you can see that we're really there in the middle, a good bit higher than most of the other districts in our region. And then when you go to U.S. history, super proud of our U.S. history students. They are above the state, the RESA, and they improved from the 23 school year. So we are really doing some good work in our high schools. We're doing good work everywhere for social studies, but super proud of our high school teachers that have really accomplished a lot.
Curriculum Department Accountability Director Jillian Andrew also gave board members a sense of some of the background and trends in the test data.
We are serving such a diverse group. It's a microcosm of our community, of our world, of our state, and something that we're embracing. But as we are putting interventions in to support all students, it's part of our growing process.
The Coweta School Board also recognized Evans Middle School and received a gift of specially made shoes from the students. STEM students at Evans interviewed school board members to design a shoe especially for each school board member.
In this activity, students were tasked with designing a personalized shoe for a client, And in this case, my 10 students here, clients, were all of you guys up there, the school board members. So they began by defining the client's needs and constraints by conducting interviews. Then they created sketches and models of their shoes and made improvements along the way. This activity helped the students grasp important STEM principles and connecting their learning to real-life scenarios, demonstrating how design processes work in practice. It was a hands-on way to enhance their problem-solving skills.
I interviewed Mr. Copeland. Mr. Copeland requested a nice yellow and blue pattern to go with the shoe. He thought of the Harry Evans Cougars and Noonan Cougars, as well as a nice little pickleball accent. So I added a nice, I added a green part on the top to represent a pickleball court.
I interviewed Mr. Dubose, and he shared his love for hunting and fishing, so I created a boot. And I put fur fabric in the inside and horns on the outside to represent that. And and I created a monogram with his initials on it, on the tongue of the shoe. And I also put the Coweta County School System on the back.
On August 26th, the Central Educational Center of West Georgia Technical College and the Coweta Samaritan Clinic celebrated a 10-year partnership, which has helped put a smile on many Coweta faces through the school's dental assisting lab.
This program's special is because we're able to help Samaritan Clinic patients with extractions, fillings, dentures, also dental hygiene, where it's really needed to help with their health. Not only do we have over 15 volunteer dentists that actually volunteer, we have dental assistants that are students that volunteer and former students that come back and volunteer. And so all of it's completely free to the patient, and the students are getting to learn at the same time.
For CEC, this means an opportunity for West Georgia Technical College dual enrolled students to get real practice. Practice with patients, practice with volunteer dentists, and practice in sometimes a somewhat intense healthcare setting where we may have patients who have difficult needs to provide for. What it means for West Georgia Technical College is an opportunity for students to practice right after they've learned skills in dental assisting. What it means for the Coweta County School System is a chance for our students to dual enroll and to take consequential action with the skills and knowledge that they learn in their class. What it means for the community as a whole is a way for the Coweta Samaritan Clinic to serve more and a broader scale of the needs of patients who are uninsured and who need health care in our community.
And at Noonan High School, Georgia State Representative Lynn Smith recently presented the school with proclamations from her office and from Georgia Senator Matt Brass, marking the newly rebuilt school's dedication on July 28th.
So this is to reinforce the importance of the occasion on July the 28th. What a wonderful day it was for all of us. For me, I taught here. For Matt Brass, he went to school here. My children went here. And to see Noonan High School rise up again is just a great moment. So both the senator and I wanted to mark this occasion. And in the legislature, we can do it with resolutions, and we can also have the flag flown over the Capitol to commemorate that wonderful event.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you to you, Ms. Smith, and Mr. Senator Brass for this resolution. We finally have our home here at Noonan High School. Again, thank you, and it is our pleasure.
The Coweta County School System and others welcome Coweta County Sheriff's Office Major Mark Finninger in a new role, overseeing the sheriff's deputies who serve as school resource officers. School resource officers are post-certified law enforcement personnel who serve in each Coweta County school. The officers are provided by a partnership between the school system and the Sheriff's Department, Noonan Police Department, and Granville Police Department.
Major Finninger, it's always a pleasure to hang out with you and have the opportunity to talk about the work that you do. And I'm blessed because I've actually got to do training with you, so I'm super excited to have you here in Coweta County School Systems and working with you for my position as a school safety director. But I want everyone to know truly what you bring to the table and how much of a valuable asset that you're going to be in managing all of our school resource officers from Coweta County Sheriff's Office. Can you tell everybody a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, Mark Finninger. I've been with the Sheriff's Office for 35 years, been in law enforcement a total of 37.
We know how important school resource officers are in the school, and we know Sheriff Wood is a huge supporter in that.
I see a lot of potential. I see a lot of good things that we can do, and the relationship that we have with the school system is awesome.
That brings us to an end for today's show. Thanks for joining us.